it's time to dish with D. That's me. It is Tuesday, 36 degrees here in the Northeast, and been raining for 2 days. I can't complain. It could be snow. I know that, so I'm really not trying to complain. I'm trying to be more positive. I just don't like snow. I don't feel very comfortable driving in it. And I think if you don't feel comfortable, you shouldn't be driving in it. And I shouldn't be driving in it. Especially with this Sherman tank I drive. And I want to talk about today, I get asked a lot when I post recipes for the recipe. I shouldn't say that. When I post food, I get asked for the recipe a lot. And I'm going to give you a little secret. A lot of times I don't do much. Like today I posted it's Chai Week. For some reason I've been in chai this week, so I call it Chai Week. So I had chai French toast on Sunday, chai overnight oats for breakfast yesterday, and I just had chai pancakes today. And you get asked, oh my god, and here's the thing, it's just your basic French toast, just your basic overnight oats, and just your basic pancakes. I just put chai spices in it. There's no like real recipe. I mean, you're just using Kodiak mix. And I throw, the cardamom, the cinnamon, the cloves, the ginger. Or I'm wondering if you could buy a choice mix. I was thinking about making a blend because it's a pain in the neck. I'm going to Google. That's a good idea, Denise. I'm going to Google it later and see if I can get a blend and just have it ready, because it's a pain to sit there and I try to judge, a little bit of this. And trust me, cloves, you need to be like, don't even put them in. Right? And vanilla, that's a big thing in chai. But yeah, if there's no real, recipe, it's just I put the spices in regular stuff. And does it make it fantastic? Yeah. I mean, it makes it different. Like I always say, sometimes you just need to change things up, like your spice blends in things. And it makes it, because I don't know about you, but you get into a food rut. Like I was on an overnight oats kick, I think last summer. I think I had it every day for like all summer. Because it's cool and it's on a hot day. It feels really good. So I was on an overnight oats kick, but you get tired of it, and then you feel like you're on a diet when you're eating the same foods. So I like to change up my spices, and I'm going to give you a little secret. I've mentioned it many times before that with my Kodiak mix, I like to add unsweetened almond milk instead of the water. It makes it a little bit denser, so it kind of makes it a little more, shall I say, filling. And I always add an egg. Doesn't call for it, it just calls for the water. But I'm on blue and eggs are 0, and I'm not having a side of eggs with it. So I throw an egg in there. And that's why if you look at my breakfast from this morning, I may, if I could figure out how to add a picture at the end, maybe I will. We'll see. Because I do it on my phone and I'm not very creative. I apologize. I got like 6 beautiful sized pancakes for 3 points. Oh, by the way, I use a third. The serving says half a cup. I use a third a cup of the mix. It's the plain buttermilk power cakes. I do a third. A third is plenty when you have the almond milk and the egg. You really don't need the half cup. The half cup would be way too much. Third a cup is plenty, and I can get 12 mini pancake muffins out of that as well. So yeah, and I'm telling you, it's plenty. I use my 2 tablespoons of syrup on top. My chai spices, I put a squirt of Ready Whip, and you might think I had like a 12-point breakfast, and it was 3. Filling, delicious, and and it's simple things, like simple changes. And somebody said all you do is talk about food. I guess I do, and I apologize for people that don't like to cook, and like I don't want to watch her because all she talks about is but I just try to find ways to get more bang for my buck, because I'm a volume eater. Girls, I'm a volume eater, and that's what I like. I like to see a plate full of food. If I don't see a plate full of food, I feel deprived. And when I feel deprived, I look for more to fill the gut. So yeah, that is, I don't know when I started putting the almond milk in the Kodiak mix. That was like genius that day. I went, well, I don't know, because I had this stinking half gallon in there that I don't know about you guys, but I never finish it. I'm the only one that really likes it. Everybody likes regular milk in my house, which is fine. We usually use 1%. So I don't go through the much. And I like the vanilla unsweetened almond milk. And trust me, I put it in everything. And you don't even know it's there. Like, I even made mac and cheese with it. And it was great. The vanilla, to me, isn't prominent enough. just put something in the background. But yeah, it worked in the mac and cheese, trust me. But yeah, so I like to put it in odd things like that. I'll put it in my pancake mix. I'll put it in the PB2. Like you put, instead of putting the water, you put a tablespoon of almond milk. It's genius. It's genius. It's genius. And it's just a little bit, and I know it's a tablespoon, but it just adds a little something, something. A little bit heavier and thicker and denser. So we kind of, makes that peanut butter a little heavier, thicker, and denser. But yeah, so that's what my channel is about. My tricks to fool myself. Yeah. It's been smoke and mirrors for me for years, how to make myself think I'm eating more and I'm really not. But yeah, the chai, it's just chai spice in my overnight oats. I added chai spices in my oats. That's it. Nothing, I make the regular oats, half a cup of the rolled oats. I like the rolled for the overnight oats. You could use the quick. I like a little more texture in my overnight oats. And I do the half a cup of the almond milk. And I throw a little non-fat Greek yogurt, again, makes it heavier. So that sucker keeps me filled all morning. I eat breakfast around 8. I don't eat lunch till 1 o'clock. So it definitely, actually that's not 1 o'clock. I eat lunch till probably almost 1:30 by the time I get home, because I only work 4 hours. I work till 1. So I don't eat at work. I do, there's 20 minutes I probably could, but I like to enjoy my lunch and have a nice leisurely lunch. I don't like to be shoveling food down my throat. So I just eat at home. Sometimes I'll bring a piece of fruit and eat that, but I really don't eat at school anymore. So I forgot what I was. Yeah. So I put the yogurt in everything. I put it in my scrambled eggs. If you've never done that, you need to try it. And it's not a lot. You get 2 scrambled eggs, and I put like a heaping tablespoon. No, teaspoon and 2 eggs. Yeah. I make my own ranch dressing. So good. Make my own buttermilk. Yes, I know. How great. Well, because here's the thing. I was buying the buttermilk, and I don't use the whole half gallon. And ours only sells the light in the half gallon. I don't use it all. So I read somewhere to make a cup of buttermilk, use 1% milk, a cup, and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. And you mix it and let it sit for 5 minutes and you have buttermilk. Let me tell you something. I don't taste the difference in the buttermilk that I make and the buttermilk that I buy at the store. The dressing is fantastic. So that's what I do from now on. It's the same points, 4 points for a cup, as the same as the light buttermilk. So I'm not losing or gaining anything. Actually, I'm gaining not having to buy the buttermilk. So I'm saving money because I already have the 1% milk. So yeah, there's little things like that. And I throw a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of light mayo, and 3 tablespoons of the ranch powder. I buy in bulk at Sam's, the little Hidden Valley powder bottle. It's just easier than buying the packets. So I always have it. And I go through, I make it every 2 weeks, my little jug, and I have it in my old mayonnaise jar. And I shake it before. It's delicious. And one of the things that really saved me, like if I don't know I'm hungry and I need to eat something, that ranch, it's here on the channel, I don't remember the points. I know it's really, really low. I don't count it when I eat it, to be honest. I don't. Not that I'm having a half a cup of something. I probably have like a quarter cup, and I probably never even finish it. But I probably pour about, I'd say 3 tablespoons to be probably more exact, in my little bowl. I eat cucumbers and sugar snap peas has been my obsession. And I've been back to celery. How funny is that? Carrots make me want to vomit, but oh my God, I'm into celery. I don't know. Go figure me. I can't. And the little mini bell peppers, I love doing those. So yeah, that's my my treat. And know what else I dip in there? If I have those little baby pretzels, I count them out and I dip them in the ranch. So good. You just feel like you're being naughty and you're really not. And you feel like you're having something special, and you really are, but it's not as, point and heavy as you might think it is. So these are just little tricks that I do to, mess with myself, because I have to. I do love the putting weird stuff in wraps. Like if I put my turkey in an Olay Extreme wrap, I slice really, really thin cucumbers. Yes, I'm telling you, it's really good. And sometimes I'll put some hummus or some of the ranch dressing on there. It makes it special, and you're not adding anything to it. A little bit of hummus. I make my own hummus most of the times. I have a recipe here on the channel. It's basically 0 points. So you just spread that on there, and just have it on the side with your peppers or your cucumbers. I'm a big radish person too. I do love a good radish. Our produce outlet for a while was having the rainbow radishes, which was really, really nice. But I haven't been there for a while, so they might be out of season. But yeah, I do love me a good radish. It kind of reminds me of a potato chip. It's not. And then I throw a few chips in there because why not? I deserve it. But yeah, so I do a lot of, and that's why I don't post them. Because if anybody asks me, I definitely will respond. Like I said to somebody today, I said, there's no real recipe. I just throw chai spices in my Kodiak mix. That's it. I mean, it's not anything complicated. I mean, I do the third a cup with the almond milk and the egg, and I throw the chai spices. Now, if you're a green plan, you'd have to add 2 extra points to that. Because the Kodiak mix is 3 points, the almond milk is 0. So they're 3 points on blue and purple. But if you're green, they would be 5 points because you have to add the egg. Because you eat the whole entire bowl of mix. What do you make pancakes with it? At least I ate all of them. If you ate half, then maybe you could, half it. But yeah, I love me some egg in my Kodiak mix. If you go onto Instagram and look at that, you'll see like that plate of pancakes she has. It's incredible, and they are good. It just adds a little something, something. Sometimes we need to feel special, and sometimes I throw, like yesterday, the oatmeal, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds is 0, 1 teaspoon, give me some room, of crushed hemp hearts. I'm a big hemp girl. They're like, I'm not quite sure what they are. They're seeds, but they taste like nuts. So yeah, I think you can have like 2 teaspoons for 0, but I only use 1. I put it right on top of my banana bread before I bake it. It gives it this little like crust. You got it. I mean, it's not cheap. I will tell you that the crushed hemp hearts are pricey. Bob's Red Mill has them. I get them at the, I think it was the Amish market I got them. Our Amish market has lots of cool stuff. But I get them and keep them in a jar. And when I use them, I only use a teaspoon because really that's all you need. So I have a teaspoon of those, teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, and I do like about 8 Lily's chocolate chips. They're 0 because you can have 13 for 0. See, I like taking advantage of everything. 0, 0, 0. I throw it all in there, and all together it's a lot. And you're like, what? Yeah, it's in my overnight oats. It was delicious. I like texture in things. I like to have a little soft, a little crunch. That's how I eat. But you know what? If you don't like texture, then leave it out. Or you can actually even put it in the pancakes. You can put those hemp hearts in the pancakes. I was almost going to put the pumpkin seeds on top of my pancakes this morning, but guess what? I forgot. Yeah, because I have to work late today, so I had to make a lunch. So I am a little off kilter today because I'm not used to working past 1 o'clock. So I have to stay till 3. I'm subbing for somebody who has to leave. So I told them I would, go in. So I brought my lunch because I won't be home. So yep. So that's why I'm a little off my mark today. A little more wound up than normal. And I have my tea. Yeah, that's pretty much my breakfast. I mean, or like a lot of times I do 2 ingredient dough bagel. Oh, and I put an egg in there. I put an egg in a lot of things. Being on blue, that's why I could never do green. I put too many eggs in things, but it blows up your bagel dough. I know. My bagels come up puffy. They just do. That egg adds to something to your 2 ingredient dough. It really, truly does. Now, mind you, I do less of the Greek yogurt because it's really sticky. So yeah, I cut back on my Greek yogurt to like half a cup probably. I kind of play with it when I make it, so it's usually never the same every time because with dough it's sometimes precarious. But yeah, I throw an egg in there and I don't make bagels, I make buns because I'm not rolling it. No, sorry, Bob, girlfriend ain't rolling it. She just plops it on a tray, divide it into 4 as evenly as I can. I do not weigh them. Girl ain't got time for that. Yeah, I figure if I'm over one day, I'll be under one day. It'll all work out in the wash. But I plop them on my tray as best as I can. I kind of make them even. There's no hole. That means nothing falls through. All right, guys, that are my tips and tricks for today for breakfast. Hope you enjoyed them. I do have tons more, so keep an eye out for the next tips and tricks breakfast from Dish with D. Like, subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section about what you'd like me to talk about. What kind of tips you'd like to hear from Dish with D, and I'd be glad to bring them to you. Take care. Have a fantastic day.